I'm here in Atlanta for a business trip.
A lot of FaceTime, a lot of socializing.
That's like addiction symptoms. It was like the Hunger Games.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the video and welcome if you're new. I'm Grace. I'm a 30-something based usually in New Jersey and working in New York City in advertising and vlogging my life and thoughts as I make my way through this tumultuous decade. I feel like in your 30s, life takes on this facade of steadiness, but there's still so much you have to figure out and grow through. Anyway, as you can see, I'm a little far from home in this beginning part of the video. I'm going on a business trip to Atlanta, Georgia. I don't think I've shared too much about my work life in recent vlogs, so hoping to give you more of a glimpse into that here. Well, at least my thoughts around work, if not too much the actual work, because as you'll see, there were some limitations in what I could film. Then in the latter half of the video, we come back to home base and I experienced my first BookCon, which was some crazy shit, let me tell you. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, the business trip.
A little more presentable. I'm here in Atlanta for a business trip. I'll try and explain later a little more about why I'm here, how long I'm here, but right now I need to go meet with my team to grab an Uber because we're heading straight over to meet with the clients. I found my team. Need to get one more coffee. The hotel. It's been a long day. All right, I will catch you up in a little bit, but let me first get situated. This is the bathroom, and then the entryway. This is the room. Guys, I'm so tired. I want nothing else but to change into comfy clothes, take a shower, and go straight to bed because I do have an early morning tomorrow, but I actually have to do a little more work tonight. I promised the designer on our team, I'm still part of this new business pitch. I think I told you about it maybe a couple vlogs ago. I'm still part of that because the whole timeline of that got extended. So we ended up having a lot more time to buff up our presentation. So there's been a few changes in the deck and now we're actually running up towards the client presentation. And so we need to finalize our slides and all of that and get everything properly designed. So I promised the designer to have all of my slides ready by tonight, by end of day. So I'm gonna actually have to dedicate at least an hour to finalizing these slides for the designer. So I need to do that tonight. I want to get that out of the way so that I can properly settle into bed and go to sleep because it's been a really long day. We've had a several hours long workshop at the client's office and it's been a lot of FaceTime, a lot of socializing, a lot of like client relationshiping. So I'm a little bit emotionally exhausted. My social battery is very low, but so I want nothing more than to call it a day and go straight to bed. But I need to deliver on what I committed to for work. So I'm gonna do a little bit of more work for the next hour and check back in tomorrow morning. Just woke up. My face is so puffy. I realized I fully let you guys down in terms of keeping you updated yesterday on everything. But I was with clients all the way till the moment I came back to my hotel room, which was past 10 p.m. last night. And then as you saw, I had to work a little bit and I was so wiped that I went straight to bed. But I do have a second now, so let me quickly bring you up to speed. Switched over to my little handy camera to give you the update. Because I need to charge my phone. Where should I start? Okay, so yes, I am here in Atlanta for a business trip. It's gonna be a very short one. I'm flying back today. I flew in yesterday, flying back today, because it was just a 2-day workshop. It wasn't even a full 2 days. It was more like maybe like a full 1 day, a little longer than a full 1-day workshop because we started around noon yesterday. We're ending around 2 or 3 o'clock today. But that's what I'm here for. It's my first time in Atlanta and the weather's been gorgeous. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I saw the forecast
as I was packing yesterday, and it said something like 85 to 87 degrees. So I was terrified, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as humid as I thought it was going to be either. And we were inside most of the day yesterday anyways. It's been beautiful from what I've seen of it. I've seen a lot of little cute, quaint neighborhoods as well as we were driving to dinner. This business trip also came like right at the end of the extended working from home period we were going through. I don't know if I said, but my company's moving offices, and as they were sorting out the move and getting the new space ready, we were told to just work from home, and that period kept getting extended because they needed more time. So we ended up working from home for 3 whole weeks, and this business trip has come right at the end of that. So we'll continue working from home through this week, and then next week we're going back into office and starting in the new space for the first time. My point is, in all of this, when I saw my friends, my colleagues, also my friends now, I guess, when I saw them in the airport yesterday, I felt like a little bit like a reunion because everyone had been remote for so long. So it was nice to see everyone, and also we were on location, so it kind of felt a little bit like vacation. But yeah, it's been fun. We went out with clients for dinner last night as well. This really great local spot, like I think it's like a Michelin Gourmand awarded spot as well. It's called Table in Maine. Very good food. Ordered a shit ton of food too, but it was amazing. I may have drank a little too much wine than I was planning to, which is not very responsible of me because I had to come back and work and my brain wasn't working at full capacity, so I may have to do a little more work again this morning before I head down to the lobby to meet up with everyone. But dinner was a lot of fun. I used to not really love these types of client dinners because I don't love small talk very much, as you know. I just find it really hard to sustain a conversation when I don't have that much of a genuine connection with people, which is ironic because you need to get past that stage in order to get to know people at a deeper level. So it is a little bit arrogant and lazy of me to not want to do that and yet expect to build meaningful relationships with people. So I've kind of gotten over that part of like not liking it that much because of that reason. I just think the truth is I'm not very good at it. I was a little apprehensive about the dinner. Also, like in-person dinners and drinks and things like that have become such a smaller part of the advertising industry now. It's very, very different from how things used to be. I don't know if you guys know the show Mad Men, but in that time when all the agencies were on Madison Avenue in New York and advertising was really all about, it was like client services and like dinners and trips, and so much business was done over dinners or playing golf, all of that. That's a fully different time, and especially more so after COVID. People have just gotten so used to doing things remotely and virtually that it's pretty rare that we do get to have this type of gathering with clients. It's no longer such a big integral part of the work. But despite all of that, it was actually a really fun time yesterday. And I think at this point, people on our end and us with the clients as well, we're so much closer. We know each other more. So less of that awkwardness, more, genuine fun and genuine enjoyment. So, but yeah, that is kind of the update. I need to, what time is it right now? I have an hour to get ready and then head back downstairs to meet up with everybody. To head over to the offices again and meet with clients for day 2 of the workshop. Starting bright and early at 9, so they'll probably give us breakfast. I really need coffee though. I have, because I get caffeine headaches, which is kind of embarrassing. I don't know why I get them because I don't drink that much coffee. I know people who drink way more coffee than I do. My boyfriend, for example, he drinks like at least 2 cups of coffee a day, sometimes more. I think he's trying to cut back now, but like people who drink so much more coffee than me, they still are fine like going without coffee. But I seriously, I drink 1 cup every single day, but if I don't drink it within a certain window of a time that I get up, I experience the headaches. So that's like addiction symptoms, I know, which is bad. But yeah, it's hard when I'm on trips and stuff where situations arise where I don't have easy access to coffee in the morning, but I need to drink it in order to avoid the headache. So I use this. It's called Neurogum. Tells you everything you need to know, right? But this is caffeine flavor. It's peppermint flavor, but it's caffeine gum essentially. Powered with natural caffeine, balanced with L-theanine, infused with B vitamins. That's what I'm chewing right now. I have these on hand for emergency situations like this. Okay, let me finish packing my stuff, get ready, change to the outfit of today. Maybe if I have some time, do a little more work in the deck, and then down to the lobby to meet up with the gang. All right, I will check in with you later. Ready. I'm doing things out of order right now because I'm kind of in a rush, of course. Just finished getting dressed and finished packing as well. I'm gonna wear these heels. This is my businesswoman outfit. Okay, that's it. Let's head out. Flattering angle, but I'm too tired to care. I have returned home. I actually had to work a couple more hours because I spent a lot of time on the plane and in transit today, so lost a few working hours, and I had some like more urgent deliverables and also some work streams I needed to weigh in on because I missed some creative reviews today and I needed to provide feedback to the creative team on a few things. So just got that done with. I'm sorry I couldn't capture a lot of footage. I thought I would be able to, or at least more than I did. I didn't realize I would be with the team for most of my waking hours, so not a ton of visibility that I could give you guys, but it was a fun few days. It was fun to hang with the team and get to know people and have some deeper conversations with members of the team that I wasn't as close with before. And I got a lot of like a better sense of areas that I want to work on as part of my career development and new focuses I want to invest more time and effort in going forward. So that was really helpful and very personally helpful for me. So all in all, a lot of good things came out of this trip. I want to stop talking now because I'm tired. I am also very hungry. Just gonna do delivery today. I'm just gonna be here, watch something while we wait for the food, and then call it a night. I'm so excited to sleep in my own bed. Hiding out in a little corner to give you an update. I am about to get on the path and head into Manhattan because I'm going to BookCon today. If you are in any capacity part of the Book Talk, Bookstagram, online book influencer community, then I'm sure you're familiar with BookCon. But just in case you're not, quick rundown. It is basically just the largest book convention in New York. Honestly, nationally, I want to say. It happens annually in New York, and this is my first year going. It has been fondly referred to as Bookchella because it is of that scale and popularity and level of craziness, I guess. I'm only going to the second day, so today's Sunday. It's like a weekend event. But yesterday was the first day, and I saw some videos on Instagram, and my friends, influencer friends who went, gave me kind of the rundown, and apparently it was like the Hunger Games. Insane crowds, insane congestion, very overstimulating. So my friend Samia was like, forewarning, I know like you get easily overstimulated, so be prepared. But I do think the experience will be quite different if you're not an influencer. My other friend who is visiting from Boston specifically to go to BookCon, she's also just like a genuine book lover like I am, an avid reader. She's not an influencer. She said she had a ton of fun because she didn't have to wait in line for the ARC drops or like any of the crazy like author meetups and things like that. So she said it was really fun. So I'm hoping my experience will be similar to hers and a little less chaotic than, you know, my influencer friends had. My only concern though is just being able to meet up with my friends at the event and link up. I just hope like service is okay and I'll be able to get in contact with them. We're all getting there at different times. Samia and Charmaine are already there, I think, because they went there for like the opening. They're influencers, so they want to be there for all that. My Boston friend, she's arriving a little later because she's here with her husband and their newborn. The dedication, they literally had a baby like a few months ago, maybe a year ago. The dedication. So her schedule is a little unpredictable. But yeah, we're gonna have to find a way to find each other and meet up. So that's my only concern. Otherwise, I'm just there for the vibes and to pick up new reads and get inspo for my TBR. So I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, anyway, thought I'd give you that update. It's like really dreary today, so I have my umbrella because I think it's supposed to rain later. We're going to be inside. It's at the Javits Center, so I've only been there once before for New York Comic Con, so I don't remember a ton. But I'm sure they've transformed the whole inside to be like very bookish. So excited to see the decor, actually. That's another part of it. Anyway, that is the update. Okay, let's head into the city. Okay, we're walking up to the Javits Center. It doesn't look like there are too many crowds, at least compared to yesterday, what I saw online. But we shall see.
right, I'm home. I am so exhausted. I walked like 15,000 steps today. My legs are so sore, but that's just like, that's the typical convention experience, right? I just thought I'd share like a few quick observations. As I mentioned, most of my book influencer friends were there for both days, yesterday and today, and unanimously they were saying today was so much better because it sounded like yesterday was a shit show. Not just because of the insane amount of people that attended, but it just sounded like the whole event was extremely disorganized. Like even today, I wasn't really seeing any staff members there, you know, like policing people into line and like checking what ticket type people had, because there were a few different tiers. Like I was just the basic attendee, but most of my friends purchased the VIP tickets, which was like $400 it sounded like, and the VVIP ticket was $900. So people were paying like good money to, you know, get the specific perks of like skipping the line or getting early access to something or getting like special discounts and things like that, or getting to enjoy the VIP lounge. But it's like no one was enforcing any of that because no one was checking for your wristbands or your QR code or whatever it was that you had. I saw very, very few staff members, period. I don't know, maybe they all went and hid because they were overwhelmed too. So there's that. Yeah, according to what my friends were telling me yesterday, like the lines for the arcs were insane. People were being so rude and pushing and elbowing people out of the way, and like just being downright awful. Like a few people said they got like elbowed and punched in the face trying to get in line for stuff, and people were like cutting the line. So I'm really glad I wasn't there to experience that. Not that I care too much about ARCs. I forgot what ARC stands for. It's like early access books. It's like the early version of the books. So you get to read the books before they go to market to the public. Other than that though, it was really interesting to see the people that came and like the lengths to which people went to get these books. I love books, but I would never like act in that way, I don't think, to get my hands on a book, because they're not like rare books or anything like that. You're just trying to get a copy, like an early access copy. There was like this whole area that was like curtained off. It was like took up like a fourth of the floor, entire floor or something, and I could peek through the curtains and I saw that there were just like piles and piles of suitcases. So I told my friend, I was like, oh, like looks like a lot of people flew in from out of state to attend this. And my friend was like, she laughed and she chuckled and she was like, no, sweetie, people just bring suitcases to fill with books to take back. So that was interesting, but like kudos to them, I guess, for the dedication. Apparently like one girl, this is hearsay, but one girl like flew in all the way from LA, but she had like 2 carriers full of 25 books that she wanted to get signed. So there were some like really intense people there. But yeah, I don't really know if I'd go again. All of this is not even the main reason that I wouldn't return. It's because I feel like most, if not all, of the books shown and being sold in the booths were fantasy or romantasy. I very, very rarely read fantasy. I think I've only read one fantasy book in the past year. I like pretty much exclusively read lit fic or historical fiction, but could not find any of those books there. So it just didn't feel like the event for me. I do think it's very cool that so many people are into reading now, and like that fantasy is such a popular genre. Like teenage me would have thrived in this type of convention, but yeah, it just felt like entirely fantasy focused. So I didn't really pick up any books. I was interested in getting the BookCon merch, but all that was sold out. There were a lot of like cute tchotchkes. It was mostly like stickers and like bookmarks and like little ceramic pieces and things like that. And yeah, I'm not really like someone that is into stuff like that. I just feel like they just add to the clutter in my house, which is already a problem. So I was looking for something like practical to buy, you know. The one thing I did pick up was a cover for my Kindle, Color Soft. So this is the one that I currently have. It's like pretty like moody. I liked it. I just bought it off Amazon. But I did pick up this, which I think was being sold by, it's not a publishing company. I forgot what this was, but I got this. This is the only thing I bought. It was like $30. Even if it was as disorganized and crazy and chaotic as it was, if they had the genres that I enjoy reading, then I think I would still consider going back. But because they didn't, that's like the biggest reason that I probably won't return. But still an interesting experience. Always great to see my friends, and I got to meet a couple new people, part of the book influencer community. I'm going to wash up, change into comfy clothes, and make some dinner.